Good evening, Wahoo Warrior fans. Austin McNorton here with you live on Saunders County Online as we get ready for Wahoo Warrior softball. Second game in less than 48 hours for your Warrior softball team, as last night Wahoo was able to defeat Omaha Gross here in Hackberry Park. That was field number 1 last night. Wahoo won that game 7-1 was your final score, and it was a really impressive performance from the Warriors, and we'll get into all the details and stats of how that game took place last night. So undefeated on the season, 4-0, and Wahoo tonight playing host to a team who has been in a lot of close games in history with your Warriors, as Wahoo tonight will be taking on Beatrice, Nebraska. The Lady Orange are in town tonight, and Beatrice will start out the top of the first inning as Cassidy Beavers is back out on the mound. The last time she played here in front of her hometown team, in front of her hometown crowd, she threw a no-hitter. So we'll see what Cassidy is able to do here tonight in front of the home crowd. And her first pitch is a strike on the outside part of the zone. Cassidy, the senior for Wahoo this season, and she'll be going against Tanya Antons for Beatrice here tonight. Beatrice comes out in their road orange jerseys, black numbers, black pants, white trim. Wahoo in their home gold jerseys with blue numbers, blue pants, and white trim, as the next pitch from Beavers is in the dirt, ball 1. Here in the first part of the ball game, a great crowd as expected. Here, even though in a much smaller field, which much lower stand capacity, as Bishop Neumann, the other high school here in Wahoo, they have a home game tonight as well here at Hackberry Park, and so they are occupying field number 1, as last night both teams were also at home. Bishop Neumann played here on field number 5, they call it, and Wahoo was over there at field number 1. So here tonight, the teams have just kind of switched spots. Wahoo is here on field number 5. Bishop Newman's over on field number 1. 1-2 the count now for Beavers into Antons in the right-handed box, and she drives it out to center field deep and over the head of the center fielder Harris out in Wahoo, and it's a leadoff single for Beatrice. Tanya Antons drives it over the head of Lily Harris, who had a spectacular game last night. And so she's on, and we got a courtesy runner as well now out there for Beatrice, and out there running is number 2, Alexa Jelinek. Jelinek, the senior, she'll be courtesy runner, as Antons will get her catcher gear on. And that will bring up the second baseman, Brooke Gleason, to the plate. Gleason. She'll stand in the right-handed box with a runner on and nobody out. Beavers, that's the first hit that she's given up here in Wahoo this season. And the first pitch, strike, throw back to first. Oh, boy, it was a close play. It looked like Lanta Hitz got it over to first in time. The first base umpire said no. I honestly thought the home plate umpire might have had a better view of it and might have called her out. She stays alive in the count, 0-1. Into Brooke Gleason at the plate. Beavers back into the circle, and that was a great job by Hitz. Nearly picked off Anton, the courtesy runner, Jelinek, over there at first. 1-1 the count. 0-2 now the count. 0-2 the count. And honestly, I don't know how the scoreboard is even run back here. The count for Cassie Beavers, trying to get her first strikeout. Outside, quick throw to first again. They got her that time. Lanta Hitz picked off the batter, Alexa Jelinek, the courtesy runner. Down she goes. Lanta Hitz thought that she got her the first time. Did not that time. It was no doubt, and the Wahoo fans happy to help make that call as well, as now the count's 1-2 to Brooke Gleason with a batter out. So one gone now, thanks to Lanta Hitz on the pickoff play over at first base. Almost got her once, tried it again and got her, as this one's in the dirt, ball 2. So now the count is even at 2. Thanks so much to all of our sponsors and everyone for supporting Saunders County Online. We've heard a lot of positive feedback about how the first couple weeks have gone here for Warrior Athletics. We'll be back on the air on Friday night in Ashland as your Warriors take on the Blue Jays for the second week in a row. They defeated the Pierce Blue Jays on Friday night, the defending Class C1 state champions. And now they travel to their Saunders County rival to the southeast. 2-2 count with 2 gone and low and inside. 2 gone. Should just be 1 gone. Only 1 out. 3-2 the count with 1 out. Yep, there they fixed the scoreboard. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch into Gleason is outside, and after starting out 0-2, Gleason works the walk, and she's on. So that pickoff play from hits proves to be a lot more important, as now there'd be 2 runners on with nobody out, now just 1 on with 1 out. Wahoo, they fell behind last night against Omaha Gross Catholic 1-0 after the end of the top of the first inning. And they came all the way back. Now Hits trying to pick off at second. Oh, and they said she's safe. They say she's safe. The Warrior fans can't believe it, and I'll be honest, I really can't either. And head coach Trina Kristen is having a pretty intense conversation with the second base umpire, who's already missed a pickoff play at first base and now has missed a steal at second base. The Warrior defense can't believe it. The Warrior fans can't believe it. Now head coach Trina Kristen can't believe it. She's still getting a word in. I'll be honest, I don't think there's any way Brooke Gleason is safe at second base right now. It was close. It was close. And there was honestly, this field is so much different than the last one we were in last night. There's a lot more dirt on this field, in my opinion, than what we saw from field 1. With all that dirt being kicked off with such a bang-bang play, honestly, you probably give the ump a little bit of the benefit of the doubt there trying to see it. And there's strike 1 into Delaney Roeder, who's out in center field tonight for Beatrice. So 1 gone and a runner in scoring position is Gleason at second with a successful stolen base. And this one's popped up and back off the screen. 2 strikes. Yeah. Yeah, and that's a great point. Yep, that's a great point, talking to a fan here sitting next to me behind home plate, with the throw being a little bit high from Hits down to Smart at second. And there's strike 3 called on the bottom right corner of the zone. Got her looking. That's a big out number 2 for Wahoo. And that brings the Warrior fans to their feet a little bit. But going back to that steal attempt, Hits throw to Smart at second was just a tad high. And so even though Smart may have brought the glove down and gotten the out, I think that just visual optical illusion of having to bring the glove from catching the ball up high and then quickly bringing it down, the umpire likely thinks that Gleason got the throw in there, and there's strike number 1. Now into the shortstop, Callie Schwissow. Am I saying that right? Schwissow? There we go. Sweezow. There we go. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch low and inside from Beavers, who was absolutely spectacular in her senior debut to start out the year against Plattsmouth. She had 2 home runs and threw a no-hitter in the 9-0 victory. Breaking ball misses on the inside part of the zone, ball 2. With 2 gone, runner at second is Brooke Gleason for Beatrice. Still here in the top of the first inning, scoreless. Wahoo Varsity softball here on Saunders County Online. Austin McNorton here with you. Next pitch is outside. 3-1 and a great hitters count now here for Callie at the plate. Callie Sweezow, the sophomore for Beatrice, the Lady Orange, getting some varsity action. Outside, called a strike. She thought about swinging on it, kind of a check swing, thinking it would kind of continued to veer outside, but it was a good catch by Lanta Hitz to bring that ball back into the strike zone for strike 2. And now the count's full with 2 gone and a runner at second. Here's the pitch, high, ball 4, and that's the second walk of the inning by Cassidy Beavers. 1 hit, 2 walks, and a strikeout, and then a pickoff play at first base on the courtesy runner in Alexa Jelinek. So that brings up the third baseman Paisley Belding to the plate now in the right-handed box for Beatrice. Paisley, the senior for the Lady Orange this season. First pitch right down the center, but dropped low, ball 1. This is the most unsettled that we've seen Beavers all season long for Wahoo. She was so dominant in game number 1. Here's the next pitch, and it's roped out to left field, and it is foul. Dunlap put a pretty good chase on it, and boy, did we see her make some incredible plays out in the outfield last night for Wahoo. Her and Lily Harris both took away some hits from the Omaha Gross Catholic Cougars. So that's just a long strike 1, and the count's even at 1 with 2 gone and 2 on. Here's the pitch, drops low in the dirt. The runner at second is Brooke Gleason. Callie Suizow standing at first. Both of them walked. Gleason stole second. And now the count's 2-1 here to Paisley Belding. And this one's out into left field right at Dunlap, who makes the catch on the run. And the 2 walks do not come to fruition for Beatrice. So it's 1 hit, 2 walks, no runs, and 2 left on. We head to the bottom of the first scoreless. You're tuned into Warrior Softball here on Saunders County Online. Mm-hmm.
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Saunders County Online here in Wahoo, Nebraska. Austin McNorton with you live at Hackberry Park on a beautiful Tuesday evening. Is your Wahoo Warriors taking on the Lady Orange of Beatrice tonight? Back-to-back games for Wahoo here at home after defeating Omaha Gross Catholic 7-1 last night. Now they take on a team who has played in a lot of close games with the Warriors over the past several years. And talking to head coach Trina Kristen before the game, she just kind of continued to reiterate that fact about every time that they play this Lady Orange team, it is fun. And Sydney Smart, the first batter for Wahoo, gets hit by the pitch from Layla Boyko, who's out on the mound tonight for Beatrice. Hits her on the left side of the arm, and that brings up the left fielder Adelia Dunlap with 1 on and nobody out now here at the bottom of the first inning, scoreless here for Wahoo. And going back to what I was saying for head coach Kristen, is this pitch is bunted down the third base line. Belding comes up, makes the throw to first in time, but the sacrifice works. as it gets Sydney Smart into scoring position with one out. That brings up Lanta Hitz now to the plate, who had a pickoff throw at first base as she's in the catcher's gear tonight. And head coach Kristen said, this is a team who has played in a lot of close game with the Warriors over the course of the past couple of years, and always fun to play against this Orange team. And this one's right back to the pitcher, and it's a great catch made by Boyko. One pitch, one out, as it was hit right back to Layla Boyko, who's there to make the catch. And just like that, two are gone in two pitches after the hit batter. And that brings up Ava Losterer, who we talked to last night after the win, as she was 3 for 4 with 2 RBI singles and a 2-run home run. And she stands in the box and looks at a pitch outside, and a great catch by Antons behind home plate to keep that one from coming back to the net. But Kristen also said, because I asked her, how do you kind of prepare for a team who you know is really good, like this Beatrice team? And she said, we try and keep it simple, especially when you're playing back-to-back games like this in back-to-back days, as this one's hit back off the net high. She says you really try and just keep the game plan simple and work on what you know you do well to win you ball games, rather than focusing on what the other team does well. She did mention that Layla Boyko throws a really good rise ball, and you got to lay off some of those high pitches. That's got what you got to be disciplined at the plate for Wahoo. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It one goes outside. Smart stays close to second, not wanting to be out number 3 on a steal attempt. So here's the 2-1 pitch now, as Ava Loster, boy, was she red hot in the box last night. And that's another common theme that we've seen from Wahoo this season, is trying to get consistent hitting all throughout the entire part of the lineup. Throughout the early part of the season, it's actually been the bottom of the lineup that has done a lot of the damage for Wahoo, so they're trying to get a consistent at-bats throughout the entire order, 1 through 9. And last night, that was certainly the case, as 8 of the 9 batters for Wahoo got on base. 6 of the 9 got a hit. Here's the next pitch, low in the dirt. It gets away from Antons, and no throw over to third as Sydney Smart is there standing. So Smart now at third. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Here's the full count pitch with a runner at third. And it's up in foul territory, and it gets off the fence barely before the first baseman, Carlson, was running over, and she was sprinting over to try and make that catch in foul territory. Was close to being able to do so, but it drops, and Ava Losterer stays alive. So we do the full count pitch again with 2 gone, as the sun starts to set here in Wahoo. The pitch, it's down the line and through. It gets past the glove of Gleason. It's an RBI single for Ava Loster, and her hot hitting streak continues as Wahoo takes a 1-0 lead. Ava Loster is able to bring in the hit batter, Sydney Smart, and that will bring up the center fielder, the lefty, Lily Harris, to the plate. Ava Loster is over at first. Harris' first pitch against Boyko is swung on down the left field line and fair. Lily Harris puts it in play down the left field line, and Coach Kristen is sending her home safe. Ava Loster is there. What a call by head coach Trina Kristen, sending Ava Loster from first to home safely. And it's an RBI triple for Lily Harris. Going first to third is Ava Loster, and here in the bottom of the first inning, Wahoo leads 2-0. The 2-out rally for Wahoo, seeing if Maddie Snyder can continue it here in the right-handed box. The throw home from Templemeyer to Schwiesow, I should say, to Anton's was high at the plate. And head coach Trina Kristen, what a gamble that paid off for Wahoo, who now lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. 0-1 count now into Maddie Snyder. Her pitch, high, called a ball. Just a little bit too high. How about this middle of the order? Boy, were they amazing last night with Ava Loster and Lily Harris. Maddie Snyder was also 3 for 4 last night with a home run as well. So we'll see if she can stay hot. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It gets away. Coming home is Loster. She's safe. Lily Harris is safe. I said Loster. That's Lily Harris. She's safe on the wild pitch. And just like that, in the bottom of the first inning, Wahoo leads Beatrice 3-0. After the hit batter, Sydney Smart, you had a sacrifice bunt and a line out. So 2 were out with 3 pitches. And Wahoo, this 2-out rally continues as you had an RBI single, an RBI triple, and a wild pitch. And this one's fouled down the first base side and out of play back towards field number 6 here at Hackberry Park. And so the count's even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and Wahoo leading 3-0. They've had 2 hits and 3 runs with the hit batter coming in to score. Here's the 2-2 pitch outside. What an eye from Maddie Snyder. She watched that pitch the entire way from start to finish. Exceptional. So she's able to work the count back full, and Layla Boyko trying to get out of this. Here is the full count pitch now. It's popped up in fair territory right at Belding, the third baseman, for out number 3. But Wahoo does the damage. 2 hits, no walks, 3 runs, and nobody left on base. We head to the top of the second. It's Wahoo 3, Beatrice 0. You're tuned in to Wahoo Warrior Softball on Saunders County Online, and we'll be right back.
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Rivalry Apparel Headquarters, your favorite game day shop, offers apparel for your favorite local teams and schools. Shop Rivalry online at rivalryapparel.com or stop by and say hi to the Rivalry team in downtown Wahoo at 535 North Linden Street. Our shop hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays 10 to 6, Wednesdays and Fridays 10 to 5, and Saturdays 9 to noon. Need custom apparel for your team or business? Give us a call, 402-870-0780. The team at Rivalry want to help you have a winning season. We are your biggest fan.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire.
Austin McNorton here, back with you on Saunders County Online. Thanks everyone for tuning in here on this beautiful Tuesday night from Hackberry Park as we head to the top of the second inning. Wahoo plates 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning, and they now lead the Lady Orange 3-0. Due up for Beatrice will be their 5, 6, 7 hitters as Paisley Belding, the third baseman, steps into the right-handed box. Actually, nope, that's Temple Minor, so that is their 6, 7, 8 hitters. I didn't actually put in that final out for Beatrice to end the first inning. Now the next pitch, high ball 2, as it's Tatum Temple Minor, who's out in left field tonight for Beatrice. And the 2-0 pitch is grounded right back to Cassidy Beavers, over to first in time for out number 1. Good glove, good reaction by Cassidy Beavers on the circle, getting it right down and right over to Snyder in time for a quick out number 1. After giving up a leadoff single and a walk to start out the game for Cassidy Beavers, she's now gotten a strikeout, a ground out, and another ground out. First pitch off the end of the bat, into the glove of hits for strike number 1. As it's Jordan Van Scoik. She's the designated hitter spot here for Beatrice in the right-hand box against Cassidy Beavers. Outside and high ball 1. Van Scoik, I got to tell you, the last high school I was the voice of in Pratt, Kansas, they had a left tackle who also had the same last name of Van Scoik, spelled drastically different, but same exact pronunciation. As this pitch is back off the screen, as you can see the net moving there on your camera, as the count's now 1-2 with one gone and nobody on here in the top of the second inning. And Drake Van Scoik was his name. He's now playing football at Fort Hays State University in Kansas, Division II level. But he was the left tackle last year for Pratt High School. And here's the 1-2 pitch called, strike three. Got Van Scoik looking. And Cassidy Beavers, that's her second strikeout of the ball game. Maybe she's starting to settle in after that wild first inning, and that will bring up Brooklyn Carlson to the plate. She's over at first tonight defensively for the Lady Orange. And going back to the Van Scoik story, he's the first, and I've been a part of a broadcast anyway, it's the first left tackle that I've seen score a touchdown. As they had the ball within the 5-yard line, they brought him, the left tackle, kind of off the line of scrimmage, almost as a tight end. And they brought him around the left side, handed it right up, and let the big boy just fall forward into the end zone. And it was one of the greatest calls I've ever been part of, as this one's out into shallow right field and drops over the head of Herrera and Harris. And it's a 2-out single for Brooklyn Carlson and Beatrice. So that's their second hit of the evening. They have 2 walks, as well does Beatrice. And they have 2 runners left on base after the end of that top of the first inning. That brings up the 9-hole spot. Haley Loomis to the plate. She's out in right field tonight defensively. First pitch right down the center, strike 1. Brooklyn Carlson holds close to first as she doesn't want to get picked off by Lanta Hitz, who picked off the courtesy runner in the first inning. And that was a big out for Beatrice to start out the game. Here she goes. Throw over to first. That one not close. But Lanta's doing a good job of keeping the Lady Orange base runners close to the bag. Didn't want to give up anything close. Here's the pitch back off the screen to me, as the count now 1-2 with 2 gone and a runner on. Great weather here tonight at Hackberry Park, just like there was last night. As we are at 82 degrees right now with the sun setting, only cooling things off even more. 9-hole hitter, Haley Loomis in the right-hand box. 1-2 the count. High. Tried to get her to chase that time. That's exactly where Lanta Hitz wanted that pitch. Cassidy Beavers trying to get Haley to chase it. Could not. Did not. And the count's even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the second. Next pitch high, off the screen again. Off the net again. Screen, net. And MLB, you'd say screen because the net is so minuscule you barely even notice it. Whereas this, you'd probably call it more of a net. A little bit thicker. A little bit more identified squares and sections of it. And this pitch is right over the head of Beavers and caught! A diving catch made by Sydney Smart, the shortstop. Da-na-na, Sydney Smart, how about that? A diving catch at second base for out number 3. You're tuned in to Warrior Softball on Saunders County Online. After 1 hit, no walks, no runs, and 1 left on base, we head to the bottom of the second. It's Wahoo 3, Beatrice 0. You're tuned in to Warrior Softball on Saunders County Online.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
I got you.
Rivalry Apparel Headquarters, your favorite game day shop, offers apparel for your favorite local teams and schools. Shop Rivalry online at rivalryapparel.com or stop by and say hi to the Rivalry team in downtown Wahoo at 535 North Linden Street. Our shop hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays 10 to 6, Wednesdays and Fridays 10 to 5, and Saturdays 9 to noon. Need custom apparel for your team or business? Give us a call, 402-870-0780. The team at Rivalry want to help you have a winning season. We are your biggest fan.
Austin McNorton here, back with you on Saunders County Online. Thanks for everyone for tuning in here on a beautiful Tuesday night in Wahoo, Nebraska. After the top of the second inning, it's Wahoo 3, Beatrice 0 here in the varsity softball action. And it'll be the pitcher, Cassidy Beaver, standing in the right-handed box and ducks out of the way of the first pitch she sees against Layla Boyko. It is the 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for Wahoo. Beavers will start it out as they plated 3 runs in the bottom of the first, and that pitch blew it by her, 1-1 now. Layla Boyko started out the inning pretty all right. She hit up the first batter, but then got a quick out on a bunt and then a quick line out to herself. Then it was a single and then a triple, which drove in 3 runs for Wahoo. And a wild pitch as well. Swung on and missed, strike 2 against Cassidy Beavers on the outside part of the zone. So we'll see if Boyko can kind of settle back into the game now. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside, and good eye that time from Beavers. Boyko wanted her to chase it. Here's the 2-2 pitch now with nobody out. Nobody on, bottom of the second inning. Wahoo leading 3-0 against Beatrice. Inside, it goes off the end of the bat. She said actually she didn't make contact with it. And so thrown over to first in time for out number 1. I thought Beavers may have made contact with it. She did not. And the catcher, Antons, does a good job of getting the glove on it and throwing it over to first in time for out number 1 on just a long swinging strikeout. So that brings up the designated hitter now, Lily Obert. She was pitching last night for Wahoo. She had an exceptional game on the circle. So now she's the designated hitter, going from pitcher to DH. Sounds like Shohei Ohtani. And she swings on the first pitch on the outside part of the zone, 0-1. 11 on 11 here. We'll see if Wahoo can kind of carry this momentum. It seems like over the course of history, this one's popped up in foul territory, and it drops in between Antons and Carlson, who are making a run on it down the first base line. But with the way these teams have played each other in the last couple of years, this 3-0 lead we know can shrink at any moment. So you want to try and keep your foot on the gas and try and keep the momentum running. But right now, Lily Obert down in the count 0-2 after Cassidy Beavers just struck out. Here's the pitch, outside and high, ball 1. This is the Warriors softball dugout making some noise over there on the third base side. Dugout's reversed here on field 5 at Hackberry Park and got Obert swung on and missed. Thrown over to first, not really needed as Obert started running towards the dugout. Back-to-back swinging strikeouts after giving up the hit batter, the wild pitch, the single, and the triple in the first inning. Layla Boyko is really kind of settled in now. She struck out back-to-back Warriors. And that brings up the second baseman, Hannah Herrera, to the plate now, standing in the right-handed box. And Herrera's first pitch is right down the center, strike 1. As at field number 1 at Hackberry Park, Wahoo's home dugout is on the first base side. Here in field number 5 at Hackberry Park, Wahoo's home dugout is on the third base side, away on the first base side. So it's just kind of flipped. As this field faces the southeast, whereas field number 1 faces the southwest. So kind of facing towards each other, honestly. Here's the 2-1 count now to Hannah Herrera. Two one inside, nearly hit her as Hannah Herrera ducked out of the way at the last second. Go to hitters count now here for Herrera, and we'll see what head coach Kristen does. Green light or no? Herrera definitely has speed, so her getting on base could prove to be dangerous. We'll see what the sign is here. Taking all the way, watches a strike catch the top of the zone, and the count's back full. So good job from Boyko to get it back full for Beatrice. And the 3-2 pitch on the way. It's swung on and missed, and Boyko, after giving up 3 runs in the first inning, strikes out the side in the second. Down go the Warriors in order. No hits, no walks, no runs, and nobody left on base. We head to the top of the third inning as Wahoo 3, Beatrice 0. You're tuned in to Warrior Softball on Saunders County Online, and we'll be right back.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
Rivalry Apparel Headquarters, your favorite game day shop, offers apparel for your favorite local teams and schools. Shop Rivalry online at rivalryapparel.com or stop by and say hi to the Rivalry team in downtown Wahoo at 535 North Linden Street. Our shop hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays 10 to 6, Wednesdays and Fridays 10 to 5, and Saturdays 9 to noon. Need custom apparel for your team or business? Give us a call, 402-870-0780. The team at Rivalry want to help you have a winning season. We are your biggest fan.
Welcome back to Wahoo, Nebraska here on Saunders County Online. Austin McNorton here with you live for Wahoo Warrior Softball. Thanks to everyone for tuning in, and thanks to everyone for also tuning in to Wahoo Warrior Volleyball tonight, as Wahoo has their first home action here in Wahoo this evening. Kelly Johnson's over there at the high school broadcasting that one on Saunders County Online, so kind of gives everyone the opportunity to kind of flip back and forth, if you will. But here we are, softball action, a beautiful Tuesday night, and Wahoo, after 2 innings of play, lead Beatrice 3-0. And we go to the top of the order here for the Lady Orange, as Tanya Anton's the catcher. She's 1 for 1 tonight with a single to lead off the first inning, in which she had a courtesy runner for her, and that courtesy runner was picked off at first base. So here's the 1-1 count. As she was down in the count 0-2, was able to work it back full and then get a single, and now she's behind in the count 1-2. Trying to be another leadoff base runner here for Beatrice, trailing 3-0 here in the top of the third inning. And Cassidy Beavers trying to stay locked in. She has 2 looking strikeouts here so far tonight. Has given up 2 hits and 2 walks, but has left 3 Lady Orange on base, stranded. So Beatrice has had some base runners. They just haven't been able to advance them past second base. Here's the pitch in the dirt low. And after being down 1-2 of the count, Dania Antons works the count back full. And they always say at all levels of this game, you never, ever want to give up a leadoff walk. It usually comes back to bite you. That goes from Major League Softball to the Olympics to College World Series, Major League Baseball even. And that's exactly what Cassidy Beavers does. It's a leadoff walk. And I think we'll have another courtesy runner And we'll see this time if Alexa Jelinek is a little bit more disciplined over there at first. I think that's what the first base coach over there, Johnny Fossler, is. Oh, that's Murray, head coach Murray over there, or Murray Randall over there, the assistant coach Murray Randall over there at first base. He immediately went over to Alexa Jelinek and I think told her the same thing that everyone in the crowd is thinking of. We're going to want to stay a little bit closer to the bag this time. She got picked off at first the last time she was standing here. Leadoff walk goes high. Immediately, Lanta hits, looks back over to first and says, nope, I see you. I see you. And that Brooke Gleason, she walked the last time she was at the plate. So she doesn't have an official at-bat yet in the scoring book. Here's the first pitch. Shows bunt, drops it right back to Beavers, over to first in time for out number one. So the sacrifice works for Gleason and moves the runner into scoring position. Jelinek at second, one out here in the top of the third inning, and Wahoo leading 3-0, and that brings up Delaney Roeder back to the plate, and she struck out looking her first time up. Roeder out in center field tonight defensively for Beatrice. She's the senior for the Lady Orange. And her first pitch catches the outside part of the zone, strike one. That's a great pitch from Cassidy Beavers. Even if Delaney Roeder is able to get a swing on that and try and make contact, there's really not much she could have done with it. So here's the 0-1 pitch with a runner in scoring position. It's up, in play, in the infield, and caught by Sydney Smart, who calls everybody out and makes the play herself. And we saw her do that a lot last night. She is one of the better defenders across Class C1. She already has a diving catch, and that time that would typically be given up to the left fielder. But with how talented she is on the infield, she's calling off the outfielder to make the catch. So two gone with a runner in scoring position now. As Sweesal's down the plate, she has a walk tonight and looks at a first pitch in the top right corner of the zone for a strike. Sweesal's over at shortstop tonight. Thrown back to Beavers quickly, and strike number two called. Beavers is doing a great job of painting that outside corner for Wahoo. She has found a part of the zone she likes, and it's forcing Beatrice to have to swing at those pitches. So here's the 0-2 pitch with two gone. Ooh, just missed it. She got that strike call earlier in the at-bat in the top right corner. Missed that one just by a hair, and almost got Sweesal to swing on it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 away. The runner at second is courtesy runner Jelinek. And now the count's back even as that one's a little bit low. Beavers is trying to hit that part of the zone as she got 2 strikes back-to-back on the exact same part. She's trying to hit it again and missed it back-to-back times. So we'll see if Callie's able to work the count full. Swung on and grounded down the third base line foul. She was able to make contact on it, but was just out in front of it that time. So we do the 2-2 again. Wahoo leading at 3-0, but a runner in scoring position here for Beatrice. They've already left 3 runners stranded. This one off the end of the bat late that time down the first base side foul. So we'll do it again. Beatrice does not want to leave 4 base runners stranded if you can avoid it here in just 3 innings. That's something as a coach, Gary Lytle, makes you scratch your head in frustration, leaving base runners stranded. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's grounded to third, right at the glove, over to first in time. Ava Losser, the hot corner, leaves another Lady Orange stranded in scoring position. So it's no hits, 1 walk, no runs, and 1 left on base. We head to the bottom of the third. It's Wahoo 3 and Beatrice 0. You're tuned in to Warrior Softball on Saunders County Online. We'll be right back.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you.
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Austin McNorton back with you here on Saunders County Online. It's Wahoo Warrior softball here on a beautiful Tuesday night at Hackberry Park. Thanks everyone for tuning in to Warriors volleyball home action. Home opener tonight as well at the Wahoo High School. We're starting the bottom of the third inning, and it's Wahoo 3, Beatrice 0 as Layla Boyko comes back out, and she'll face the top of the order again. Excuse me, the 1, 2, 3 hitters due up here for Wahoo. And she struck out the side in the second inning, and this first pitch goes way outside and out of the glove of Anton's, but she struck out Beavers, Obert, and Herrera 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the second inning. So Sydney Smart's back up. She does not have an official at-bat as she was hit by a pitch her first time up. And she came around to score in that first inning as well after being hit by a pitch on the RBI single from Ava Losterer. And now she has a good hitter's count, 2-0. Her second time seeing Boyko. And it's roped out into left field, and it drops right in. Oh, wait. Oh, it's caught. What a catch. I couldn't tell. The umpire ran right in front of where it was caught, but it was caught. An incredible catch made, believe it was by, it was Delaney. Yeah, an incredible catch made by Delaney Roeder. That's why I thought the center fielder actually came out and made the catch out there in shallow left field. So it's a loud out number one. I thought it was going to drop, but Roeder made such a great charge on it. She saw the ball better than I did. And the next pitch is right down the center, strike one to Adelia Dunlap. She grounded into a sacrifice bunt, her first time up, to move Sydney Smart over to second, who ended up scoring on that RBI single from Ava Losterer. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High that time. And that's that rise ball that head coach Trina Kristen was warning her team about this morning and this afternoon before the game got started, that is Layla Boyko's pitch of choice. You just got to lay up those high ones and not chase them, and Wahoo's done a decent job. This one's back up the middle, right to Boyko into center field, and it's a one-out single for Adelia Dunlap, who's on for the first time tonight. That is now the third hit of the night for Wahoo. And we'll see what the hot bat Lanta hits. She has been great behind the plate tonight defensively. We'll see if she can get things going on the offensive side. As she lined out to Boyko her last time up, hit a rope right into her mitt. Her first pitch, high and outside, ball one. And we'll see how aggressive Adelia Dunlap is on the base path, as that was one big plus for Wahoo last night with how electric and how aggressive they were on the base path. A lot of stolen bases, which created a lot of havoc for Omaha Gross Catholic's defense with the amount of base running, stolen bases, and just base runners kind of blocking defense from getting to some ground outs and all of those kind of chaos plays that you love in this game of softball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on, bottom of the third. This one is out to the shortstop and caught, thrown back to first, not in time, but what a great catch by Schwiesow over there at shortstop, right into her glove, and Lanta Hitz has had 2 hard hits, but 2 brutal lineouts, and that brings up Ava Losterer, who, talk about a hot bat for Wahoo lately. In her last couple of combined games, she's now 4 for 5 with 3 singles and a home run and 4 RBIs, I believe. That's just in her last 5 at-bats. Runner at first is Dunlap. First pitch, Losterer grounds it to second, and it gets under the glove of Gleason. Rounding second, sliding into third safely is Dunlap. And actually, Ava Losterer advances to second as well on the E4. It went right under the glove of Gleason, a normal routine play. Brooke couldn't get it, and it was a tough play, though, with Adelia Dunlap kind of running right in her vision. Adelia gets up to third, Losterer up to second, and that brings up Lily Harris, who her last time up, the lefty lined it down the left field line for a triple. Here's the pitch, inside part of his own, called a strike. That's a great pitch that time from Boyko. Not much Harris really would have been able to do with it that time. It's Dunlap at third, Losterer at second. 0-1 count, 2 gone, bottom of the third inning. Wahoo leading 3-0. Boyko the pitch, high and outside, ball 1. Harris 1 for 1 today with an RBI triple, and she came around to score on a wild pitch in that bottom of the first inning. After her triple. Here's the next pitch, right down the center, off the end of the bat and back off the screen hard. 1-2. She tried to do the exact same thing of sitting and waiting on that pitch before she could try and put it out into play down the left field line in fair territory. Wasn't able to do so, and now she's behind in the count 1-2. Would love to avoid a strikeout here if possible. The 1-2 pitch with 2 runners in scoring position is off the end of the bat and down in left field. Lily Harris puts it in the exact same place again. 2 runs come in on the RBI double for Lily Harris. The center fielder has the hot bat tonight. That's twice now she's waited on the pitch and kicked it off the end of the bat down the left field line, and Wahoo adds on to their lead 2 more. It's 5-0 Warriors. Lily Harris has done it again as Ava Losterer comes in from second to score, Adelia Dunlap from third to score, and that brings up Maddie Snyder to the plate. She's 0 for 1 tonight with a pop out to third base to end that bottom of the first inning for Wahoo. And she ropes one out into deep left field, and it is over the fence! A home run! A Wahoo bomb for Maddie Snyder. That ball just kept going over the left field wall, and she touches them all as Wahoo leads it 7-0 now, adding 4 runs here in the bottom of the third inning. Maddie Snyder, a 2-run home run. And the hot bats in the middle of the lineup continue for Wahoo. As Maddie Snyder, she had a home run last night. A 2-run home run last night. She's got another one tonight. So the 2-out rally continues again for Wahoo, who leads 7-0 here in the bottom of the third. Beavers over to third. Belding is there to Carlson in time for out number 3, but the damage is done for Wahoo. It's 3 hits, no walks, 4 runs, and nobody left on base. We head to the top of the 4th inning. It's Wahoo 7 and Beatrice 0. You're tuned in to Wahoo Warrior Softball on Saunders County Online, and we'll be right back.
Rivalry Apparel Headquarters, your favorite game day shop, offers apparel for your favorite local teams and schools. Shop Rivalry online at rivalryapparel.com or stop by and say hi to the Rivalry team in downtown Wahoo at 535 North Linden Street. Our shop hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays 10 to 6, Wednesdays and Fridays 10 to 5, and Saturdays 9 to noon. Need custom apparel for your team or business? Give us a call, 402-870-0780. The team at Rivalry want to help you have a winning season. We are your biggest fan.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy,
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
Rivalry Apparel Headquarters, your favorite game.
Austin McNorton back with you here on Saunders County Online as it's Wahoo Warrior softball. And we heard a lot of hype and a lot of fun games between these two opponents. But right now it's all Warriors as we head to the top of the fourth inning. Wahoo 7, Beatrice 0. After Wahoo plates 3 runs in the first, 4 in the third inning. Thanks to the 2 RBI single from Lily Harris and then the 2-run home run from Maddie Snyder. And that brings up for Beatrice, first pitch missed outside from Cassidy Beavers. It is the 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for Beatrice here in the top of the fourth inning. And that brings up Paisley Belding to the plate. She's 0 for 1 tonight with a ground out to Sydney Smart at short. Her second pitch is grounded off the knee pad of hits behind home plate for strike number 1. As the difference in the game right now, Wahoo is they've been able to bring home every single base runner they've had. Beatrice, on the other hand, has left 4 Lady Orange stranded on the base path. Now this one is blooped out into left field and gets down in front of Adelia Dunlap, and it's a leadoff single for Paisley Belding to start out the fourth inning for Beatrice. You know this team's good enough to come back from this deficit. We'll just see how settled in Cassidy Beavers can be as now it brings up Tatum Templemeyer out in left field tonight. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out to Cassidy Beavers in the circle. But now a runner on with nobody out. But Beatrice has had 3 hits and 3 walks. The problem is all of their base runners they've left stranded. Now 0-1 here to Tatum Templemeyer. And the pitch drops low and inside. Ball 1 is standing over at first is Belding, and she doesn't get off the bag far. Lanta Hits has done a pretty good job of keeping an eye on the Lady Orange base runners tonight. She'd already picked off a runner at first, almost got a steal tag out at second, and there's a strike on the outside part of the zone 1 and 2 as Beavers has done an exceptional job of working that outside part of the zone. Doesn't have much heat behind any of her pitches, but boy, she does a great job of painting the corners, as they say. And this one, off the end of the bat and back off the screen, foul. Starting to cool off, sun setting behind us in the trees here at Hackberry Park. The temperature now under that 80-degree mark, 79 degrees right now here at 7:35 on Tuesday night. This one's popped up on the infield. Herrera's under it, and it dropped. It dropped in front of Vanek out there in right field, so it's a blooper single. It looked like Herrera and Vanek had a little bit of miscommunication out there in shallow right field, and just like that, back-to-back singles as 2 base runners are on for the Lady Orange with nobody out, and Jordan Van Scoik is up as she struck out looking her first time up. That was back in the second inning. Cassidy Beavers, 2 runners on now with nobody out, trying to have to work out of this one. First pitch off the end of the bat, back off the screen. And that's where you see all that crazy. That actually moved the screen a great deal. I mean a great deal. There we go. Had to adjust the net on my camera there. 0-1 the count now. Here's the next pitch, drops low. Good catch from Hitz to keep it in front of her, not get too far to the backstop here. Keep both runners in their respective position as it's Belding at second, Templemeyer at first. Nobody out. Wahoo leading 7-0 here in the top of the fourth inning. Next pitch high, 2-1 the count. Hitz gets it back to the circle quickly. And this Beatrice team we know is certainly capable of making this a close game again. No lead really seems too safe against this Lady Orange team with their talent. And this one's popped up on the infield, and it will drop again. 3 straight blooper singles that have gone over the head of Herrera and dropped in front of Vanek and Harris out there in center field. 3 of the exact same type of hits, and now the bases are loaded for Beatrice. Templemeyer up to second, Belding at third. Van Scoik at first with nobody out here in this top of the 4th inning, and Wahoo leading 7-0 to bring up Brooklyn Carlson to the plate. She's 1 for 1 today with a single. Carlson stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. Against Beavers, the pitch right down the center, strike 1. Carlson was taking all the way that time. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch, high, just missed that top part of the zone. And the infield in right now for Wahoo is there's a force out at all 4 bases. And here's the pitch, and it is out in foul territory, down the first base line, and caught in foul territory. Absolutely the best case scenario there for Wahoo, getting an out in foul territory, and nobody's able to go anywhere. As Snyder over there at first ran over to make the catch down that first base line for a big out number 1 for Wahoo. And that brings up the 9-hole hitter, Haley Loomis. She's 0 for 1. As she was the one who lined out to Sydney Smart in that top of the 2nd inning, who made a diving catch at second base. Her first pitch against Beavers is check swing as the pitch dropped low for ball 1. As the light's starting to turn on here at Hackberry Park now. Bases loaded, 1 out. Wahoo leading 7-0 here in the top of the 4th inning. That pitch right down the center, strike 1. And now we have a bunch of sirens and ambulance headed this direction. And that's why you see all the kind of pause momentarily, as it's actually headed here into Hackberry Park. You wonder if everyone's okay, maybe on the Bishop Newman side of things. On their side of the field, if everyone's doing all right. Here's the pitch, dropping low, 2-1 the count. Really hope that everyone's okay. A 2-1 pitch with 1 out, bases loaded. Here it is, grounded to Smart, who makes a diving play, flip over to third, got her! What a play by Sydney Smart to throw it over to third to get at least 1, but a run does score for Beatrice, so they're on the board. But Sydney Smart, that's a heck of a diving stop over at shortstop, once again showing her defensive athleticism. As now a lot of the crowd is making sure that everything's okay over at Bishop Newman. We might have to get a report of what's going on over there, as that field over at field number 1 here at Hackberry Park is silent. And now a lot of the Wahoo Warrior crowd is running over to field number 1 to make sure everyone's okay over there, with an ambulance coming into the parking lot. Kind of a bizarre sequence, but coming in to score for Beatrice was Paisley Belding on that fielder's choice. The runner who got tagged out was Tatum Templemeyer. Jordan Van Scoik is up to second, and Haley Loomis advances to first on the fielder's choice. It's now Tanya, at the plate here in the top of the 4th inning. She's 1 for 1 today with a single and a walk. This one out into left field and caught by Sydney Smart to end the inning on the infield. So it's 3 hits, no walks, 1 run, and 2 left on base. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's Wahoo 7, Beatrice 1. You're tuned into Warriors Softball in Saunders County Online, and we'll be right back.
Rivalry Apparel Headquarters, your favorite game day shop, offers apparel for your favorite local teams and schools. Shop Rivalry online at rivalryapparel.com or stop by and say hi to the Rivalry team in downtown Wahoo at 535 North Linden Street. Our shop hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays 10 to 6, Wednesdays and Fridays 10 to 5, and Saturdays 9 to noon. Need custom apparel for your team or business? Give us a call, 402-870-0780. The team at Rivalry want to help you have a winning season. We are your biggest fan.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
Rivalry Apparel Headquarters, your favorite.
Austin McNorton here, back with you on Saunders County Online. Thanks so much to everyone for tuning in. Thanks to all of our sponsors for supporting us. We did get word here at Hackberry Park, field number 1, the ambulance coming in to the complex. It is not due to a player for either Wayne or Bishop Newman, so that's great news. It's not a player that was injured in the game. It had to have been an incident with a fan either back on the playground or in the stands of some sort. So here to start the bottom of the 4th inning, it's Wahoo 7, Beatrice 1, and due up for the Warriors is the 8-9-1 hitters, and Lily Obert stands in. She's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. She's the designated hitter here tonight. She was the pitcher last night for Wahoo in their win over Omaha Gross Catholic. And she's behind in the count 0-1 and now watches a rise ball high. A little bit too high, but Layla Boyka, I'll tell you what, here in the bottom of the 4th, she's still got a lot of heat behind those pitches right now. It's been fun to watch her on the circle. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Goes outside and a good eye that time from Oberters. That's exactly where Layla Boyka wanted it. Couldn't get Lily to chase it. 2-1 pitch. Inside or outside. Catches that bottom right corner of the zone. Two balls, 2 strikes, grounded off the end of the bat and back off the backstop to the right side, foul. So Lily Obert stays alive for Wahoo. The bottom of the order for Wahoo in the early part of the season has been pretty good, but here in the last couple games they've kind of struggled as Obert strikes out again. Second time tonight, she's had a swinging strikeout, and that brings up Hannah Herrera, who's also 0 for 1 tonight with the strikeout. But Wahoo has done most of their damage tonight with 2 outs. So really don't let the 2 outs kind of discourage you if you get to that point, because that's where a lot of their damage has come tonight against Beatrice. Here's the first pitch off the end of the bat and back off the net, foul for Hannah Herrera. And that's one thing tonight that has been pretty exciting for Beatrice is Layla Boyko has done a great job of getting ahead in the pitch count, of getting Wahoo to swing on the early pitches, get a good pitcher's count, and force Wahoo to try and battle and stay alive. As here she is again, 0-2 now. As Herrera just watched that one go right down the center on the breaking pitch that caught all of the zone for strike number 2. Hannah trying to avoid striking out for the second time tonight. Here's the pitch way outside and a good catch from Antons behind the plate. And that's one thing that has also been fun. And I'm sitting right here behind home plate tonight. Normally we're back up in the press box at field number 1 here at Hackberry Park, but tonight sitting directly behind home plate. These catchers have been pretty great. They haven't let anything get by them. Here's the 1-2 high, and even that one, I mean, that's an incredible catch. So high, I mean, it wasn't even, no question it was coming back here to hit the screen. It does not. And so Herrera, after being down 0-2, has worked the count back even with nobody on and one out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Wahoo leading 7-1. Here's the pitch way outside. Herrera chases it, strike number 3. Second strikeout for Herrera and second strikeout this inning. We now go to the back to the top of the order. Sydney Smart, the shortstop tonight. Boy, has she been special on defense. And now she stands in. She is 0 for 1 tonight with a line out to center field. She was also hit by a pitch in the first inning and came around to score. 0 for 1. Third plate appearance, and watches the first pitch go high, ball 1. Wahoo with 5 hits tonight, 7 runs. No batters left on. They haven't even walked once tonight. It's been a much different story for Beatrice. They have 5 hits as this one's grounded to short. Squeesher is there over to first. In time, they say. That was a bang play at first base, but Sydney Smart is out. No hits, no walks, no runs, nobody left on base. We head to the top of the 5th inning. It's Wahoo 7, Beatrice 1. You're tuned in to Wahoo Warriors Softball on Saunders County Online. We'll be right back.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
Say that again. I haven't asked. This is my first year doing this for this team. I haven't asked. Yeah, and she's been playing for a couple of years. I do know that. I think she's a
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
It's Wahoo Warrior Softball here on Saunders County Online. Austin McNorton here with you live from Hackberry Park in Wahoo, Nebraska on a beautiful Tuesday evening. As we head to the top of the 5th inning, it's Wahoo 7, Beatrice 1. And due up for the Lady Oranges, they're 2, 3, 4 hitters, and that brings up Brooke Gleason to the plate. She's 0 for 1 tonight with a ground out and a walk, and she was stranded at second base. And as I was talking there in the bottom of the 4th inning, Wahoo has 5 hits tonight and 7 runs, whereas Beatrice, they have 5 hits and they have 6 batters left on base. That's been the difference tonight, is Wahoo's defense has not allowed those runs to really hurt, or those base runners to really come back to hurt them, as they've only allowed 1 run. And even going back to the top of the 4th inning, Beatrice had the bases loaded with nobody out and was only able to get 1 run out of it. 2-1 count. Here's off the end of the bat down the first base line and out of play foul. And the count's even at 2 here for Brooke Gleason. So over at second base today for Beatrice. And this Beatrice team is young. Only 3, 4, 5, 6 seniors. But it's mostly a sophomore-led team. 3, 6, 8 sophomores on this Beatrice squad. So it's a lot of 10th graders getting a lot of varsity action, probably for the first time in their career. And going against a Wahoo team who actually returned a lot from last year. A lot of juniors from last year are back. So here's the 2-2 pitch off the end of the bat and back off high off the screen foul. And so Gleason's doing a good job of battling at this at-bat to stay alive. So you're kind of seeing the tale of 2 different teams here who have been pretty even over the course of the past several years. Now Beatrice with a little bit more youth, but still very talented youth. Whereas Wahoo, a little bit more veteran experience, especially when you look at some players like Cassidy Beavers, Lily Harris, Sydney Smart, of course. For Wahoo, Maddie Snyder, Ava Loster, of course. Lanta hits. And the count's back full here for Brooke Gleason. And what a battle this has been to start out the top of the fifth. Here's the full count. Swung on off the end of the bat and right back towards us on the screen. And once again, that moves pretty much all of our cameras that are here back off the screen. So we'll try to get that third base there, and we got it. Look at me running the camera, too. Kelly Johnson, shout out to him, broadcasting the home opener for the Warrior volleyball squad at home tonight. Here's the 3-2 pitch off the end of the bat, out to right field. Vanek is there, goes over the fence for a Beatrice home run as Brooke Gleason sends it over the wall in right field. Lead is now cut to 5 here in the top of the fifth inning. Beatrice trying to keep the momentum alive here now. Here's the next pitch. It's grounded through the legs of Beavers out into center field. So a solo home run and then a single. And Beatrice is keeping that momentum that they had in the fourth inning, where they started out the fourth inning with 3 straight singles. Only got 1 run out of it, but now they start with a leadoff home run and then a single, and now that brings up the cleanup hitter, Callie Schwiesow. She's 0 for 1 today with a ground out to third and a walk. First pitch grounded through the hole on the left side of the infield. 3 straight hits again for Beatrice to start out an inning. Roeder moves up to second. Schwiesow at first. Nobody out. We'll see if Beatrice or head coach Trina Kristen wants to make a pitching change or not. The sunglasses have now officially come off for me here as the sun set here at Hackberry Park. 7-2, Wahoo leads it, but Beatrice definitely has all the momentum in this game right now. As this is the second straight inning, they've had 3 straight hits. They had 3 straight singles in the top of the fourth inning, only plated 1 run. And now they've had a leadoff home run and then 2 straight singles here in the fifth inning. And now behind in the count is Beavers again, 2-0 now to Paisley Belding. She's 1 for 2 tonight with a single and a ground out to short. The 2-0 pitch is low. It's a 3-0 count now, and Beavers starting to lose it a little bit. Something we haven't seen from her all year long. Wahoo 7, Beatrice 2. The Lady Orange with all the momentum in this one right now, though, and a lot of game left to be played. Here's the pitch outside, catches the right corner for a strike. She was taken all the way that time, and honestly, there really wasn't much she would have been able to do with it anyway. 3-1 the count. Here's that 3-1 grounded down the third base line. They say it's a fair ball because it went off the glove of Losser. 1-run scores, headed to third safe. They said it was a fair ball because it went off the glove of Ava Losser at third, and Trina Kristen needs to talk about it because Beatrice is rolling right now. Paisley Belding with the single. She advances to second. Schwiesow advances to third, and Roeder scored from second. And that brings up Tatum Templemeyer to the plate now, as head coach Trina Kristen is having a conversation with her defense and her pitcher, as still nobody out here and already 2 runs across here for Beatrice. We'll keep it right here on Saunders County Online as Kristen comes back into the dugout. But a tough spot here for Cassidy Beavers, giving up the leadoff home run and now 3 straight singles. And that's one thing that head coach Kristen told me before the game got started, is that this Lady Orange team, they are aggressive in the batter's box, swinging at a lot of first pitches, and they like to make a lot of contact and make the defense work. And so far, they have definitely made the defense work. for Wahoo in the last couple innings. It's Wahoo 7, Beatrice 3. And at the plate now is Tatum Templemeyer. First pitch swinging, grounded. It takes a wicked hop over the glove of Herrera. 1 run, 2 runs score. Hannah Herrera didn't get the glove down successfully. It took an insane hop over her head into the outfield. It is 4 straight singles for Beatrice after the leadoff home run. 2 more runs come in to score. Schwiesow from third, Belding from second. 4 runs have come across the score now for Beatrice, and just like that, a 7-0 lead is trimmed to 2 with still nobody out here in this top of the 5th inning. Cassidy Beaver still on the mound, roped right to Smart, thrown back to first, not in time. Sydney was ready for it, and my gosh, that is a monster out that Cassidy Beavers needed. Sydney was right there to make the catch for a big out number 1. It's Templemeyer over at first. And now batting in place of Brooklyn Carlson for Beatrice is number 3, Lucy DeBoer. Lucy, the senior for Beatrice, stands in for Brooklyn Carlson. So this is the first time she's in the batter's box against Cassidy Beavers. With a runner on and 1 gone now. Already 4 runs across here in this inning for Beatrice and a strike called on the outside part of the zone. Warriors still lead 7-5 here in the top of the 5th inning. This game has gotten a lot more interesting and a lot more like we were told that this game would be in the early part of it from head coach Tristan. Over to Smart, Sydney, a long throw over to first in time. What a throw from Sydney Smart. It took every part of her arm that she had to get that one over to first. What a cannon, as that would have been a close play, and that was some serious speed that time from Lucy DeBoer, but Sydney gunned her down anyway. What an arm, and Sydney Smart has been everywhere on the defensive end for Wahoo tonight, and that brings up the 9-hole hitter now for Beatrice, Haley Loomis. She's 0 for 2 tonight, both to Sydney Smart. This one gets away from hits. The first time tonight that Atlanta Hits has had one get through her, and the passed ball advances Tatum Templemeyer up to third base. Templemeyer at third with 2 gone is Beatrice trying to make this a 1-score game here if possible here in the top of the 5th. Beavers on the circle. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's high, ball 2. And a good hitters count here for Haley Loomis. She lined out to Sydney Smart and popped out, or she grounded into a fielder's choice. It said F6 FC in my scorebook. This one grounded down the third base line, foul barely. It hit the chalk. That was so close to being in fair territory, and that would have been really dangerous for Wahoo. Just turns into a long strike instead. Here's the 2-1 pitch with 2 gone and a runner at third. Wahoo leading 7-5. The pitch right down the center, strike 2. Good breaking ball that time from Cassidy Beavers as it started high in the zone and dropped down right through the heart at the last second. The runner at third is Templemeyer for Beatrice. Trying to make it a 1-score game here is Loomis. And it's off the end of her bat into left field and down into the gap, cut off by Harris. And it's an RBI double for Haley Loomis, and it's a 1-score game. It's been a tough inning here for Cassidy Beavers, as now 5 runs have come across for Beatrice. Started with a leadoff home run, 4 straight singles, and now an RBI double with 2 outs, and that brings up the top of the lineup, Tana Antons, as we have now seen 9 batters come to the plate here for Beatrice. Trying to tie up the ball game here. First pitch outside, strike 1. After Beatrice was not able to bring in runs, they had 6 batters stranded. They have definitely capitalized here in this inning, as they have 6 hits and 5 runs. And now this one's grounded to third, lost her over to Snyder in time, but a lot of damage done there by Beatrice, as they have 6 hits, 5 runs, and 1 left on. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's Wahoo 7, Beatrice 6. You're tuned into Warrior Softball on Saunders County Online. We'll be right
Wahoo
back.
State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Rivalry Apparel Headquarters, your favorite game day shop, offers apparel for your favorite local teams and schools. Shop Rivalry online at rivalryapparel.com or stop by and say hi to the Rivalry team in downtown Wahoo at 535 North Linden Street. Our shop hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays 10 to 6, Wednesdays and Fridays 10 to 5, and Saturdays 9 to noon. Need custom apparel for your team or business? Give us a call, 402-870-0780. The team at Rivalry want to help you have a winning season. We are your biggest fan.
Austin McNorton here, back with you on Saunders County Online here at Hackberry Park in Wahoo, Nebraska. We're on field number 5 tonight, as Beatrice has made this game a lot more interesting, as Wahoo led it 7-0 after 3 innings. And here in the last 2 innings, Beatrice has plated 6, so it's Wahoo 7, Beatrice 6, as we're here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And due up for the Warriors are their 2, 3, 4 hitters against Layla Boyko, who has really settled in on the circle for Beatrice. She faces Adelia Dunlap, who's 1 for 2 tonight with a single. She came around to score in the 3rd inning, and she had a sacrifice bunt in the 1st inning. Next pitch, outside ball 1. As Wahoo, the last time, they went 1, 2, 3 in order, and there's 8, 9, 1 hitters trying to create some more action. They had 3 runs in the 1st, 4 in the 3rd, but this game is a lot more interesting now. You'd love to add some more insurance, only up by 1, especially with the way Beatrice is kind of settled in with their bats right now. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch off the end of the bat and back off the screen again, as it's Adelia Dunlap in the left-handed box right now for Wahoo. Here's the 1-2 pitch with nobody out off the end of the bat, and boy, Dunlap's doing a great job of just fighting to stay alive, as she has popped it down the first base side and back off the screen. 3 straight pitches in a row now. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch outside, grounded perfectly down the third base line and safe. As Adelia Dunlap, no throw that time from Belding. There was nothing she could do with it, as that was hit so perfectly down the third base line, and that's a big leadoff single for Wahoo. Try and create some momentum, only up by 1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the first pitch now into Lanta Hits. She's 0 for 2 tonight with a line out to first and short. She grounds one on a bunt perfectly up the middle. No throw. Nothing that Antons could do with it. A perfectly laid down bunt from Lanta Hits, and it's back-to-back singles for the Warriors. Dunlap up to second, hits it first now for Ava Losterer, who has an RBI single today, and she reached on an error in the third inning and came around to score. So she's 1 for 2 and has scored twice. 2 on, nobody out for Wahoo. Another bunt, and it lands foul that time. And so the bunt, that time again, trying to go back-to-back bunts for Wahoo. As I think now the Lady Orange will likely be ready, as Belding, the third baseman, is now standing down that third base line, as is Carlson, the first baseman. Both of the infield in on the corners. Bunt shown again, and it's popped up. Oh, my gosh, a double play. Ava Losser popped it up right to Belding, who threw over to Carlson for a huge double play. A big play that time. And just like that, 2 are gone after so much promise to start out the inning with back-to-back singles. A bunt popped up, caught, and thrown to first. Quite literally the worst-case scenario there for Wahoo, who leads 7-6 here in the bottom of the 5th. This game has gotten pretty interesting, but here's Lily Harris. She is 2 for 2 today with a triple and a double, both with multiple RBIs. And both hits have been driven out down the left field line, and now she's behind in the count 0-2. Both of her hits have been in the exact same spot down the left field line. Here's the 0-2 pitch. With a runner at second for Lily Harris. It's way high, and a good catch from Antons behind home plate to keep Adelia Dunlap over there. It was Lanta Hitz who got tagged out on that, or forced out on that double play. Beatrice, this would be some major momentum here after giving up 2 straight singles and then getting the double play and then low pitch that time. As Antons fake threw it to Gleason at second, just trying to keep Dunlap there at second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Here in the bottom of the 5th, Wahoo leading 7-6 over Beatrice. Warrior Varsity softball. Here's the pitch down the center and grounded down the first base line, foul. Lily Harris was just able to make contact on that. Runner at second is Dunlap. It's a big spot here for Lily Harris, but she has answered that call today so far. She has been spectacular. Here's the 2-2 pitch again. Outside ball 3, and after being down in the count 0-2, Lily Harris works it back full. So Lily stays alive here. Harris is out in center field today for Wahoo. Layla Boyko is really kind of settled in, but this is a big spot here, no doubt. Full count. The pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. And after 2 singles to start the inning, Beatrice gets out of it. 2 hits, no walks, no runs, and 1 left on base. We head to the top of the 6th. It's Wahoo 7, Beatrice 6. You're tuned in to Warrior Softball on Saunders County Online, and we'll be right back.
Rivalry Apparel Headquarters, your favorite game day shop, offers apparel for your favorite local teams and schools. Shop Rivalry online at rivalryapparel.com or stop by and say hi to the Rivalry team in downtown Wahoo at 535 North Linden Street. Our shop hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays 10 to 6, Wednesdays and Fridays 10 to 5, and Saturdays 9 to noon. Need custom apparel for your team or business? Give us a call, 402-870-0780. The team at Rivalry want to help you have a winning season. We are your biggest fan.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy.
Welcome back to Saunders County Online. Austin McNorton here with you live for Wahoo Varsity Softball as we're here in the top of the 6th inning. As it's Wahoo 7, Beatrice 6, and the Lady Orange have all the momentum right now. They have scored 6 runs in the last 2 innings and held Wahoo scoreless in those same 2 innings. Cassidy Beaver still out on the circle right now, though, for Wahoo, as she will once again go through the order. 2, 3, 4 hitters due up, and that's exactly what was due up last time. It was the 2, 3, 4 hitters, and Brooke Gleason, who's at the plate right now, led off the inning with a solo home run. This one's grounded to short. Smart is there. Over to Snyder, I should say, in time for a quick out number 1, something that the Warriors are very excited to see this time, as in the top of the 5th inning, it was 5 straight hits for Beatrice. A home run, a single, a home run, and 4 straight singles. Then a line out to Smart, a ground out to short, an RBI double, and then another ground out to Smart. It's short. So Sydney Smart has been pretty great defensively tonight. It seems like every single out has been due to her. As this one's popped up in shallow left field, Dunlap is there for out number 2. And this is a much big sigh of relief here for Wahoo after the last inning where the Lady Orange had 5 straight hits. Now they have 2 straight outs. And that brings up Callie Schwiesow. She's 1 for 2 today with an RBI single in which she came around to score in that 5th inning. A ground out to third and a walk. 2 outs now, nobody on. First pitch outside, ball 1. As it's Wahoo 7, Beatrice 6. Here in the top of the 6th inning, here in Hackberry Park, field number 5 tonight. The pitch is Bishop Newman, the other high school here in Wahoo, has a home game as well. That was the exact same situation last night. Both home high schools both had home games. And Bishop Newman was here on field 5. Wahoo was on field 1. And they just switched tonight, and it's 3 straight balls now from Cassidy Beavers against Schwiesow. After getting 2 quick outs, now she's behind in the count 3-0. So here is the 3-0 pitch. Schwiesow taking all the way, looks at strike 1 in the bottom right corner. She had the red light the entire time. Didn't matter where that was. Her bat was not coming off the shoulder. Here's the 3-1 pitch, high and outside, and she walked her with 2 outs. And that brings back up Paisley Belding, who's been the hot bat tonight for Beatrice. She's 2 for 3 with 2 singles, one being an RBI single, and she's came around to score every time she's been on base. So this is a big batter here for Beatrice with now the tying run over at first base. The pitch, outside part of the zone, thrown over to first, and a great job by Snyder to make that catch at first. As hits, not a great throw over to first, but Maddie Snyder saved that one from going into the outfield on strike number 1 to Paisley Belding. Belding, the senior for Beatrice this season in Lady Orange. Outside, ball 1. Hits looked back over at first to keep Schwiesow over there. Here's the 1-1. Runner goes over to Smart, glove down, over to Snyder, in time for a big out number 3. And the 2-out walk, doesn't matter. No hits, no 1 walk, no runs, and 1 left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's Wahoo 7, Beatrice 6. You're tuned into Warrior Softball on Saunders County Online. We'll be right back.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
Austin McNorton back with you live here on Saunders County Online for Wahoo Warrior Varsity Softball here on a Tuesday night. As we are in the bottom of the 6th inning now, it's Wahoo 7, Beatrice 6. And the Warriors would love to add some insurance to their run lead now as we have a full moon and a beautiful haze here on a Tuesday night as the pitch from Layla Boyko goes to the backstop without a catch. And it almost feels like, and I heard maybe on the weather that there might be some kind of a haze, but look at the full moon out there in left field. You can see it on the camera how awesome that is. On a 1-0 count now here to Maddie Snyder, the first baseman tonight for Wahoo, looks at a pitch and takes it off the end of the bat off the screen. It is the 6, 7, 8 hitters due up here for Wahoo, and Maddie Snyder, she's 1 for 2 tonight with a home run. A 2-run home run in that 3rd inning, a part of a 4-run 3rd inning for Wahoo. And that's the home run is the difference in this game right now. Next pitch, right back at Boyko, in, caught. I mean, that was just an instant reaction from Layla Boyko just to get the glove out there and makes an incredible out number 1. Wow. I mean, that was truly just instant reaction from Boyko to just stick the glove out there, and that softball found it for a loud out number 1, and that brings up Cassidy Beavers. She's due. She's 0 for 2 with a ground out to 3rd and a strikeout. Beavers on the circle tonight. Here's the pitch. It goes back up and over the screen and back towards the concession stand and the bathrooms behind us. It's the first time tonight that a pitch has gone over the screen or over the net here in Wahoo. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Boyko has gotten the better of Beavers tonight. Pitch swung on and missed. Strike 2 as it's beautifully put right in the bottom right corner of the zone. Not much Beavers could do on that one. Got her to chase it, looking like Salvador Perez for the Royals. Goodness. For any Royals fans out there, I'm so sorry. I'm miserable like you. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's swung on, grounded back to Boyko. This will be close. Schwiesow over to first in time for out number 2. And that brings up Lily Obert. She's due. She's 0 for 2 tonight with 2 strikeouts. Obert would love to add some more insurance here for her pitcher, as it is just a 1-run game here with 3 outs remaining for Beatrice. Outside, ball 1. Obert watched that one the whole way, as both pitchers tonight have really done a great job of finding that outer part of the zone. Boyko just missed it that time. And here's the 1-0 pitch to Obert. Swung on and missed on that rise ball, and that's her favorite pitch. And it's been pretty effective tonight as Wahoo has done a decent enough job of laying off. But here, as the game has gotten on later and later, Wahoo hasn't really been able to do much. It was that 3rd inning where things kind of got out of hand for Beatrice. But ever since then, Boyko has been pretty dominant. As this one's high, grounded right back to Boyko for out number 3. Well, that was exactly what Beatrice needed to do. 1, 2, 3, go the Warriors in order. 3 outs remains the final chance for the Lady Orange. You're tuned in to Saunders County Online. Don't go anywhere.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska. Serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
You're tuned in to Wahoo Warriors softball on Saunders County Online. Austin McNorton here with you live from Hackberry Park in Wahoo, Nebraska. As it's the final chance for the Lady Orange here on the road for Beatrice. It's Wahoo 7, Beatrice 6. And due up for the Warriors are their 5, 6, 7 hitters, which has been the part of the lineup that has been pretty outstanding. It's the third baseman, or actually, it is their 6, 7, 8 hitters due up here. As it's Tatum Templemeyer to lead things off here for Beatrice. She is 2 for 3 tonight with 2 singles and a ground out. First pitch swinging, it's out into right field and caught by Vanek out in right field. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's a huge start to the inning for Wahoo. Great catch made by the right fielder Miranda Vanek for a big out number 1 for Wahoo. 1 pitch, 1 out. You like to keep that going. And that brings up the designated hitter Jordan Van Scoik. She is 1 for 3 tonight with a single, a strikeout, and a line out to Sydney Smart over there at short. First pitch grounded over to Smart. She gets it on the hop over to first in time. Sydney Smart, that took a wicked hop up into her chest. She doesn't panic and throws a perfect ball to Snyder at first. 2 pitches, 2 outs, and Beatrice is down to their final 3 strikes of the night. Final 3 strikes here, and it belongs to number 3, Lucy DeBoer, who came in relief for Brooklyn Carlson in the 4th inning. And in the 5th inning, I should say, and she grounded out to Sydney Smart. So she's 0 for 1 tonight and represents the final out for Beatrice. Just trying to get on base and keep the line moving right now. First pitch, high and outside, ball 1. And that is the first pitch taken here in the top of the 7th inning by Beatrice. As it was a line out to right and then a ground out to short on the first 2 pitches here of the inning. And the 3rd pitch grounded to Smart. Sydney over to Snyder in time, and Wahoo wins it. The Warriors stay undefeated, and boy, did Sydney Smart have a spectacular game on the defensive side of the field and from that shortstop position. Wahoo wins it in a close one, 7-6, and the Warriors improved to 5-0 on the season, defeating the Lady Orange from Beatrice. You're tuned in now to the Saunders County Online postgame show. It's Wahoo 7, Beatrice 6, final score. For Austin McNorton, we'll be right back here on Saunders County Online.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has...
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska. Serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Rivalry Apparel Headquarters, your favorite game day shop, offers apparel for your favorite local teams and schools. Shop Rivalry online at rivalryapparel.com or stop by and say hi to the Rivalry team in downtown Wahoo at 535 North Linden Street. Our shop hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays 10 to 6, Wednesdays and Fridays 10 to 5, and Saturdays 9 to noon. Need custom apparel for your team or business? Give us a call, 402-870-0780. The team at Rivalry want to help you have a winning season. We are your biggest fan.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
Rivalry Apparel Headquarters, your favorite game day shop, offers apparel for your favorite local teams and schools. Shop Rivalry online at rivalryapparel.com or stop by and say hi to the Rivalry team in downtown Wahoo at 535 North Linden Street. Our shop hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays 10 to 6, Wednesdays and Fridays 10 to 5, and Saturdays 9 to noon. Need custom apparel for your team or business? Give us a call, 402-870-0780. The team at Rivalry want to help you have a winning season. We are your biggest fan.
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Wahoo, Nebraska, here on the Saunders County Online postgame show. Austin McNorton here with you live at Hackberry Park, as we'll be talking to senior Sydney Smart here with us in just a little bit, and we'll be talking to head coach Katrina Kristen. As the Warriors win it, they stay undefeated here in the early part of the 2023 season as they defeat Beatrice by a final score of 7-6 here tonight here on field number 5 here at Hackberry Park. And we'll be talking to Sydney Smart here now as Wahoo once again wins it. Final score 7-6. And boy, Sydney, that game kind of had a little bit of everything. You find yourself up with a big lead and then their bats get hot. Talk about how crazy of a game that was tonight.
You know, this happens every single year with Beatrice. It's every time that we play them in a regular season game, we get up and they counter that, and they just come back. So we just knew that we had to keep our composure and just come back. Well,
you guys did exactly that. And talk about, because we're talking to you tonight because of your defense. It seemed like every single ball seemed to be hit your way, and you're able to make an incredible play. How much confidence do you have in yourself on that side of the field?
You know, I just know that my teammates trust me, my coaches trust me, God trusts me, and so then it enables me to trust myself. And when I'm not producing on offense, I know that I got to go out there on defense and do well.
Once again, we're talking to Sydney Smart here with us on the Saunders County Online postgame show. And talk about that offense. Another home run for you guys tonight. You put up 7 runs, and that home run proved to be the difference. You guys are really seeing the ball well here in the early part of the season. How much emphasis do you put on that side of the game of getting those bats hot?
You know, a lot. I mean, it's 50-50 of the game. I mean, we rely a lot on our defense and tough defense, but we know that you can't win games unless you hit the ball. So.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Sydney, thank you so much. And undefeated, and the rest of the week continues on. And how does this grind continue on as the softball season? You can really feel it now. It's in the full swing of things with back-to-back games.
Absolutely. I mean, we had all last week off because of the heat, but this week is a tough week for us, and so we just know we got to take it one game at a time, one pitch at a time, and just keep on grinding.
Sydney, congratulations on the win. Heck of a job. That's Sydney Smart here with us on the Saunders County Online post-game show. We'll talk to head coach Katrina Kristen when we come right back.
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDI.
Rivalry Apparel Headquarters, your favorite game day shop, offers apparel for your favorite local teams and schools. Shop Rivalry online at rivalryapparel.com or stop by and say hi to the Rivalry team in downtown Wahoo at 535 North Linden Street. Our shop hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays 10 to 6, Wednesdays and Fridays 10 to 5, and Saturdays 9 to noon. Need custom apparel for your team or business? Give us a call, 402-870-0780. The team at Rivalry want to help you have a winning season. We are your biggest fan.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
I'll just hold it.
Okay.
Rivalry Apparel Headquarters, your favorite.
Austin McNorton here, back with you on Saunders County Online. And the post-game show is Wahoo defeats Beatrice 7-6. And we're talking to head coach Katrina Kristen here with us on the post-game show. And Coach, before the game, you told me that it was going to be a close game, but did you expect it to be kind of that crazy like that?
That seems to be the typical game before us. I think last year when we played in regular season, we jumped out maybe 11-0, and they came back and tied it, and it was like 14-13 or something.
Oh my gosh.
It just seems so that's kind of been how our games have gone, and then we go to conference tournament and they win 2-1, or we win, So
Right.
I knew they had it in them to come back, and we would have to continue to play at a high-level ball to finish that game.
So, Coach, let's start first with the first part of the game, maybe the more happy part for you tonight with the offense, getting up to that 7-run lead. Talk about that.
Absolutely. I think we had, again, a lot of different girls step up and do. Lily Harris came up big with those 2 hits down that left field line to drive in a bunch of runs for us. And, I think sometimes it's when, one girl gets a hit, it kind of becomes contagious, and the rest just feed off that. And we had Ava drive in that run. Maddie came up, just some different girls throughout the lineup, not always the top, not always the bottom, kind of spread out that makes it hard to defend a little bit.
Once again, we're talking to head coach Katrina Kristen here with us on the Saunders County Online post-game show. And then let's go to the next part of the game where Beatrice comes back. What are you saying to your team to keep that confidence up when they're red hot?
Absolutely. We knew that they would get on. Like, they just are great hitters, and we said you're going to have to let some of that go. Like, they're going to get hits, but how do we respond? We had a couple errors in there, when I took that time out, and that's what we talked about. Okay, we've talked about this mental part of this game. Those errors happen. What are we going to do to stop that? and I thought they responded really well and came down and shut them down the rest of the game.
And, Coach, we talked to Sydney Smart after the game. Talk about her defense, because it seemed like every single ball that was hit towards her, she made the play.
Absolutely. She's going to give everything she has. She doesn't, diving, going backwards, giving her body up, making sure she bodies up the ball to keep it in front. That's a type of kid who's going to do whatever it takes to get the out for her team. And at that point in the game when she was doing that, you're saying get a ground ball to Sid, because she's in that zone and she's going to get the out.
Well, that's fun to watch her. And now going forward, game on Thursday. Now you're not here at Hackberry Park. So what is the challenge of saying, all right, we got to turn around quickly again, and now we're on the road this time?
Absolutely. And, we just talked a little bit about Elkhorn's the one who beat us out of state last year.
Okay.
And they're runner-ups at state last year. So we know we have a big challenge ahead of us on Thursday. So it's go home, refuel, think about what you're going to do to get better tomorrow at practice, and we go at it again.
Coach, another great win. Congratulations on that win and staying undefeated again.
Thank you.
That's head coach Katrina Kristen here with us on the Saunders County Online postgame show. We'll take a quick break and come back and wrap it all up here from Hackberry Park up next.
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Yes, it's 2-0 win against Lakeview, but then
So the Seward game's not even in here.
doesn't even have that. There it is.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
The Warriors win it here tonight. Improved to 5-1 on the season after they defeat Beatrice here on their home field. Final score 7-6. Wild game. The Warriors jump out to a 7-0 lead. And then Beatrice storms back like they always seem to against your Warriors, cutting the lead to 1. Wahoo's able to hold on with 3 final outs in that 7th inning, all under 10 pitches to end that ball game. Final score, it's Wahoo 7 and Beatrice 6. The Warriors are in action on Thursday night in Elkhorn, taking on the defending state runner-ups. So follow that game closely. We won't be there, but it should be a fun one, no doubt. Next time you'll see us here on Saunders County Online, we will be in Ashland for the Friday Night Lights between the two Saunders County rivals in Ashland Greenwood and your Wahoo Warrior football team. Both teams undefeated on the season after getting week 1 opening wins. So thanks so much to everyone for tuning in. Austin McNorton saying so long here from Saunders County Online, and we'll see you on Friday.